right, if you are looking for a book with action, adventure, with a little sprinkle of romance, then I've got the perfect book for you. You should totally give Go the Distance by Jen Calonita a shot. This book actually picks right up where the Disney animated film leaves off. I don't know what I'm talking about, Hercules. Where Hercules has now proved himself to be a god and live on Mount Olympus with his family, but now he has fallen in love with Meg, and Meg cannot live with him on Olympus because she is mortal. So his mother, Hera, has given Meg one opportunity to complete this mysterious quest. And if she is successful in completing this mysterious quest, then she gets to be reunited with Hercules and live on Mount Olympus. What is this mysterious quest? It's very simple. She just has to go to the underworld again and retrieve the lost soul of her ex-boyfriend's wife. You know, the ex-boyfriend that got really bad hurt, she sold her soul to Hades, and then whenever she tried to come back to him, he had already moved on with another woman. Yeah, that guy and that woman. This book takes us on this wild and fun adventure with Meg as she works so hard to get this quest completed in the amount of time that Hera has given her. In this story, we get to travel with her as she calls on the help of old friends. She has to overcome all of the obstacles that are in her way and face her past head on. And it's so fun to go back into this world and revisit all of these characters and get to meet some of the new characters. Something that I absolutely loved about this book was that Jen Calonita did a fantastic job of picking right up where the movie left off. And so I know with the Twisted Tales series, a big portion of the books in this series and the whole purpose is to give the what if. But what I loved is it does not change the original story. It just adds to the original story. Like, what if this happened after we got our happily ever after at the end of the movie? If anybody from Disney is watching this video, please give us Hercules 2 that's already written. We need you guys to make it. What actually made me buy this book was I was coming off a very, very long reading hiatus, and I was in the bookstore just kind of looking for something that wasn't too heavy, but wasn't too cheesy, wasn't too sweet, since I usually divert to romance books. And then I saw this and I was like, this actually seems interesting after reading the synopsis on the inside cover. I had to say something negative about this book. This is me being nitpicky. In some of the chapters, especially toward the end, I was like, okay, this detail is great, but I'm ready to see how this all unfolds. That's not a bad thing. Suspense is a good thing because it keeps you hooked into the book. So it's not really a negative, but if I had to pick something, that would be what I picked, if that makes sense. For all of my romance girls out here, this book is not heavy in romance, and so something else that I would have loved to have seen would just been a little bit more of Meg and Hercules' relationship. However, I am not mad at that this is just lightly sprinkled with romance, because this book is a YA book, and it is on Disney's website. It is listed for ages 12 to 18. It's actually the perfect amount of romance, especially in the way that the author took this book. It's more of an adventure. So the amount of romance that is in this book is actually very appropriate in my opinion. I highly recommend this book for teens because there's nothing spicy in it. There's nothing really that bad. The only thing that is in this book that I want to warn parents about, that there is some violence. She is killing off some monsters. That's the only thing I can remember that was X-rated outside of a kiss here and a kiss there. I recommend this book for people that are just getting back into reading. It's not too long, it's not too short, has a good plot, has a good storyline, has some characters that you're probably familiar with, hits that nostalgia button so hard. It's great. I also recommend it as a palate cleanser because it is not too heavy and in just one genre. It has a little bit of everything, so to speak. If you just come off of something that was really heavy or really long, I really think this is a good good book to follow up with. I did not finish it in a day, but it could be finished in a day, especially if you're a huge Disney fan. If you are thinking about giving it a shot, it is available at Barnes & Noble and on Amazon.com. Like I said, I absolutely love this book. It really reignited my love for reading again. If by any chance that you have read this book and you plan on reading it, please come back to this video and comment what your thoughts were. Did you love it? Did you hate it? What did you think about it? At least read the inside of the synopsis and see if you get sucked in like I did. Hey, before you go, I just wanted to let you know that last night I watched the ending of Hercules and I got it just a tiny bit confused in the beginning of this video. So in the ending of the movie, Hercules actually says that he's going to live on Earth with Meg. Whereas in the book, it's not explicitly stated that I can remember, but we know that he has made the decision to stay on Olympus with his family, hence Meg having to try to complete the quest to become a god. But even with that realization, I still stand on the fact that the author picked right up where the movie left off. Even though that's the twist for the Twisted Tales series, she still picked up where the movie left off because that's at the very end of the movie and that's where she put the twist, and it still flows like it could be a sequel. Whereas, you know, she could have said, oh, what if Meg hadn't worked with Hades or something like, and just changed the whole storyline. So I hope that makes sense, but I did want to just let you guys know that I realized that I said she picked right up where the movie left off. Yes, she did, but she kind of didn't because the twist was right there at the end of the movie. Just wanted to make that clear. Love you guys. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.